Hello, my name is Dale Keefe, and this is the shortcomings video for the VIP website 7.0. While there were many features added in this release of the VIP website, including several that were in the shortcomings video for the previous release, there are still several features that should be added and improved upon to create an even better experience for all users. The three areas we will be discussing today are improved mobile support, updating the database schema, and updating the synchronization of users in the course panel, which is an all-new feature that was added in this release and can be further improved upon. The first thing I'm going to talk about is improved mobile support. So while the current web application is responsive in nature, this could be greatly improved to enhance the experience for all users. The project cards are usable on mobile, and the website overall is usable on mobile, but it's not an optimal experience. It's passable, but it doesn't look great. There are several areas that really could use some much needed attention. And as students use more websites on phones and tablets, this will only get more important as people have a more mobile life. Let me just give you a demo of what the website currently looks like on mobile devices. So I have my screen at about half size right now, and let me make it a little bit smaller. So this would be like, let's say, an iPad in landscape mode. And if I go to projects, you can see that it kind of cuts off here. You can't really see the tops of the video thumbnails, the new metadata that was added with the skills, and several other things like the number of students currently enrolled in a project. It isn't very visible on the card on mobile. And while that information is not always essential, it's still nice to see everything on mobile. Plus, you have all this space up here that isn't really useful on a mobile device. So perhaps that could be better utilized in the future. Similarly, if we shrink the website a little bit more, so let's say this could be a phone, for example. This part looks nice up here, but we start to run into trouble once you get like the student login page. You have this video floating out here. You have a bit of strangeness going on here with a lot of white space here. And then if you go looking for a project, let's find the projects here. Again, you just have even less information that can be seen by the user. Again, this is passable, but it's missing out on a lot of the information and a lot of features that we added in this release. So this could be greatly improved for all types of mobile devices. So that should be something that can be looked at in future releases. If we go back to our list here, the next feature that we identified could be improved on is updating the database schema. So even though MongoDB is a NoSQL database, it's non-relational. A lot of the way the database was set up is in fact relational. So you start to run into problems where foreign keys are not tied to the ID, which means that when you change something or when something gets deleted in one spot, integrity is broken, and then things get mixed up if you try and edit, let's say, a user in one spot, but the user is attached to a project, and then not everything gets quite linked up and deleted when one thing gets deleted, but another thing might not get deleted. We tried to work around this, but we didn't want to completely refactor the entire database during this release, as we probably wouldn't have had any time to implement any of the other important features required by the product owner. It would have been such a sweeping change for the entire website that it probably would not have been a great use of our time. But at some point, this definitely should be looked at, as it will probably cause more problems down the road. Again, the website is usable. It works well, but you'll sometimes run into situations where this can be a problem. So this should definitely be looked at by future teams and future development. Our final shortcoming that we're going to address here is to update the synchronization of users in the course panel. Now, the course panel is an all-new feature that was added in the 7.0 release of the VIP website. And right near the end of the semester, PantherSoft, the My FIU system, updated how the data that course panel receives is sent to is exported. So this feature actually needs to be updated so it can remain usable. As soon as this feature is updated, it can really reach its full potential. As I mentioned before, this was a change that was made towards the end of this semester. So the feature was working when PantherSoft exported the data with the old format. We did not have the time, since it was at the end of the semester, to update this feature to account for the new formatting of the PantherSoft data. And this should be a relatively quick fix. Again, there might need to be a little bit of research into it, but it's an all new feature, and this should definitely be updated and refactored a little bit so this new feature can be used. Those were the main shortcomings that we've identified in this release. We hope to see them fixed in future releases, and we hope this helps guide future development in a good way.